वेलकम टू वी लर्न। वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। सब्जेक्ट फाइनेंशियल इंजीनियरिंग, सेशन नंबर 4, मार्केट प्लेयर्स एंड कन्वेंशंस। टॉपिक टू बी कवर्ड इन दिस सेशन: मार्केट प्लेयर्स, द मैकेनिक्स ऑफ डील्स, confirmation and settlement, market conventions, day count conventions, holiday conventions, instruments, payoff diagrams. So, arbitrage, the syndication process, selling securities in the primary markets, syndications of bond versus syndicated loans, and our market players. Market makers warehouse financial instrument and provide the traders with two-way quotes. They provide liquidity and smooth out severe market fluctuations. Market makers must have an obligation buy and sell at their quoted prices. Thus, for every security at which they are making the market, the market maker must quote a bid and an ask price. A market maker does not warehouse a large number of products, nor does the market maker hold them for a long period of time. Researchers and analysts are players who do not trade or make the market. They are information providers for the institutions and are helpful in sale sides activities. Analysts in general deal with stocks and analyze one or more companies. They can issue buy, sell or hold signals and provide forecasts. Researchers provide macro level forecasting and advise them to deal something. So the mechanics of deal: trading room results, Bloomberg, etc., middle office initial verification, they are jointly working together. So trade ticket is written, entered in front office computers, rerouted to middle office, then go to the back office, clerical desk, deal goes to back office, then go to the SWIFT manage payments, receipt, confirmation, then give the acknowledgement to the back office or clerical desk, then final verification settlement, outgoing traders, reconciliation audit department, then reconcile bank accounts, nostros, reconcile custody accounts and reports the problems. This is the mechanism of every kind of payments or foreign exchange. So confirmation and settlement. Order confirmation and settlement are two integral parts of financial markets. Order confirmation involves sending messages between counterparties to confirm trades verbally agreed upon between market practitioners. Settlement is exchanging the cash and the related security or just exchanging securities. Spot trades settle according to the principle of DBD, that is to say, delivery versus payment. DBP means delivery versus payment, which means the security is delivered to securities clearing firms and then the cash is paid. Issues related to settlement have another dimension. There are important conventions involving normal ways of settlement deals in various markets. When a settlement is done according to the convention in that particular markets, we say that the trade settles in a regular way. Of course, a trade can settle in a special way, but special methods would be costly and impractical. Conventions vary according to the location and the types of the instrument one is concerned with. Two instruments that are quite similar may be quoted in very different way. What is quoted and the way it is quoted are important. In financial market, there are always two prices. The price at which the market makers is willing to buy is called the bid price. The ask price is the price at which the market maker is willing to sell. Market, what to quote. Another set of conventions concern what to quote. For example, when a trader receive a call, he or she might say, I sell a bond with price 95, or instead he or she might say, I sell a bond with yield of 5%. Markets prefer to work with conventions to avoid potential misunderstandings and to economize time. Equity markets quote individual stock prices on the New York Stock Exchange. The quotes are to decimal points. Day count convention. The major day count conventions are as follows. The 30-hour 360 basis, every month has 30 days regardless of the actual number of days. In that particular month and a year has always 360 days. For example, an instrument following these conventions and purchased on May 1st and sold on July 13 would earn interest on 30 plus 12, which is equal to 72 days. With the actual calendar would give 73 days. Days count convention. The 30 by 360 basis, this is similar to 30 by 360 except for a small difference at the end of the month, and it is used mainly in the Eurobond markets. The difference between 30 by 360 and 30E by 360 is illustrated by the following tables, which shows the number of way interest is earned starting from March 1st according to the two conventions. Convention 30E by 360 and 30 by 360. March 1st to March 30, 29 days according to the 30E by 360 as well as 30 by 360. March 1st to March 30, 29 days as per 30E divided by 360, whereas 30 days as per the convention of 30 divided by 360. March 1st to April 1st, the number of days is 30 days as per the convention of 30E divided by 360, whereas 30 days as per the convention of 30 divided by 360. According to this, a euro bond purchased on March 1st and sold on March 31st gives an extra day of interest in the case of 3 by 360, whereas in the case of 30E oblique 360, one needs to hold it until the beginning of the next month to get that extra interest. The actual 360 basis, if an instrument is purchased on May 1st and sold on July 13, then it is held 73 days. Under this convention is used by most money market. Holiday convention. Financial trading occurs across borders, but holidays adopted by various countries are always somewhat different. There are special Independence Days, special religious holidays, often during Christmas time. Different countries adopt different holidays schedules. Hence, all financial contracts stipulate the particular holiday schedule to be used, London, New York, and so on, and then specify the date of the cash settlement if it falls on a holiday. This could be the next business day or the previous business day, or other arrangement could be made. Instrument. This section provides a list of the major instrument classes from the perspectives of financial engineering. Number 1, fixed income instrument. Number 2, equity, currencies and commodities, derivatives, and credit instrument. So, payoff diagram. Net worth goes to the y-axis and price goes to the x-axis. O is origin, P0 is the price or base price which is equal to 100, and delta P is the change of the price from 100 to whatever the price, and the point which is extend from P0 equal to P0 plus delta P, and delta P is equal to the gain, and the slope of this diagram is +1. Payoff diagram. One can represent short and long positions using payoff diagram. The following figures illustrate the long positions from the point of view of an investor. The upward sloping vertical line OA represents the value of the investor's position given the price of the security. Since its slope is +1, the price of the security P will also be the value of initial position. More correctly, note that if starting from P0 the price increased by delta P, the gain will be equal to this change as well. Arbitrage. Arbitrage in its truest form involves earning a risk-free profit without the outlay of any capital. Arbitrage is only possible because of inefficiencies in markets, typically inefficiencies in information transfer processing. The typical process involved simultaneously purchasing an undervalued assets and selling an economically equivalent overvalued assets, in the process obtaining a risk-less profit on the price differential. देखिए आर्बिट्रेज क्या होता है. आर्बिट्रेज के अंदर जिस सिक्योरिटी की प्राइस कम होते हैं हम वो सिक्योरिटी परचेज कर लेते हैं, और जिस सिक्योरिटी के प्राइस बढ़ जाते हैं उसको इमीडिएटली सेल कर देते हैं, और इस प्रोसेस से जो भी प्रॉफिट होता है वो आर्बिट्रेजर का प्रॉफिट कहलाता है. एंड लॉस इज ऑल्सो एडजस्टेड बाई सच काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी. इसी तरह से लॉस को भी हम एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं. The notion of arbitrage is central to the financial engineering. It means two different things, depending on whether we look at it from the point of view of market practice or from the theory of financial engineering. We begin with the definition used in the theory of financial engineering. In that context, we say that given a set of financial instruments and their prices P1, P2, P3, P4 and so on Pk, there is no arbitrage opportunity if a portfolio that costs nothing to assemble with a non-negative return in the future is ruled out. A portfolio with negative price and zero future return should not exist either. If the price Pi have this characteristics, we say that they are arbitrage free. In a sense, arbitrage free prices represent the fair market value of the underlying instrument. One should not realize gain without taking some risk and without some initial investment. Many arguments in later chapters will be used or based on the non-arbitrage principles. In market practice, the terms arbitrage or arb has a different meaning. In fact, arb represents a position that has risk, a position that may lose money but is still highly likely to yield a high profit. The syndication process. The syndication process has multiple steps reflecting the complexities of the selling down through regional banks and investors. The role of each of the players in each of the phases are based on their relationship in the market and access to paper. On the arrangement side, the players are determined by how well they can access capital in the market and bring in lenders. On the lender side, it is about getting access to as many deals as possible. There are three primary phases of the syndication process: underwriting phase and sub-underwriting phase. In general syndication, the transaction is opened up to the institutional investors market along with other banks that are interested in participating in the US and in Europe. Once the loan is closed, the final terms are then documented in detailed credit and security agreements. Subsequently, lines are perfected and collateral is attached. Selling security in the primary market, it gives an indicative timetable for syndication process. Such timetable shows variation from one instrument to another. Even in the same sector, the timing may be very different from one issuer to another depending on the market psychology at that time. The process described gives an example. The example deals with an Eurobond issue for syndicated loans for facilities and especially for IPOs. The process may be significantly different, although the basic ideas will be similar. The week of D14, managers is chosen, mandate is given, issue strategy is determined, documentation begins. The week of D7, documentation completed, co-managers are determined. D, day lunch, date, sending faxes to underwriters and selling group members. Issues is published in the press. D8, preliminary allotment done by lead manager. D9, pricing day. D10, offering day, allotment faxes are sent to group members. D24, payment day, syndicate members make payment. In other markets, important deviations in terms of both timing and procedures may occur during actual syndication processes. But overall, the important steps of the process are as shown in this simple example. Syndication of bond versus a syndicated loan. Syndicated loans. Syndicated loans are instruments that are in banking books or credit department of banks. The follow-up and risk management is done by the banking credit departments with methodologies similar to standard loan. For example, information in the offering circular is not very important. Syndicated bonds. Bonds on the other hand are handled by investment or in trading books, and the analysis and information in the circulars are taken seriously. Documentation differences are measured. Syndicated loans. The syndicated loans tries to maintain a relationship between the bank and its client through the agent, whereas syndicate bonds, in the bond issues, the relationship between the lenders and borrowers is much more distant. And now, do it yourself. What are the selling securities in the primary market? And question number 2, what are the mechanisms by which the deals are made? And that's it from session number 4. Thank you.